Okay, guys, welcome to episode 3 of tonight's reunion. Honestly, this is like how many gist packed in one. This video is actually going to be long, but just pay keen attention so that you don't miss out on any part. Now, in this part, before I start, anyway, you're back onto another beautiful update, guys. I hope you guys are cool. Have you retired for the day? Are you sleeping already? Please stay awake. You guys know how we do it. Show will soon start though. I'm gonna be awake like 3, 4. Okay, now guys, in this particular episode, Ebuka made sure he touched a lot of things and is really proving to me that the reunion might just be a 1 week thing. Yeah, I don't think it might extend to next week. Whole Kassia, Victoria and Onyeka situation, the whole Ozzy, Femi, Nelly situation, the whole Ndine pair situation, Onyeka Chizoba Ndine situation, guys, is a whole lot. Suge Nelly, Mayor Forge situation, to be like, guys, is a whole lot. Please, guys, but let me start with Kassia. I think Cassia somehow has cleared Onyeka's name because Cassia said Onyeka did not directly say she was using Wanni X and D as a strategy. Well, she only said that, being in people's business as she was doing in the house, anywhere she see people gather, there are people that are like that, prognosers, trying to pay attention to what the next person is doing. That was what she was doing in the house, moving from one place to another like a leech. Like she just want to be in everybody's case, trying to pick gist. Okay, then she said that was her strategy. Of course, we saw that it was her strategy in the house in the first week that came, and I guess that strategy didn't work for her before she trying to like tone it down. So Cassia said when Onyeka came to her and told her about her friendship with Sean and Wanni, and that Wanni is not happy because she's friends with Sean, and Wanni is her friend, Sean is her friend, and she just can't you know let go of the two of them. And Cassia was like, well, I think you should be discussing that with your friend, because if you say she is your friend, you don't have to be around her man. But then it was more like an insinuation. Okay, it was more like or would I say something she was just thinking in her head, kind of like, okay, that's the other time she said it was her strategy, so she felt like, okay, since you're in these people's case, Wani and Sean, that means that's also your strategy. So Ebuka was like, that was why the thing was kind of like confusing, because you made it seem like she verbally, she just said it directly that she was using them as a strategy when that was not the case. Okay, it now looked like you formed it. And honestly, the way Cassia started, I wasn't really very happy with what she was saying. In fact, everybody could see it clearly. In fact, even the expression on Wani's face, it was like, okay, you're making up stories here now and all. She said it was because of the way Onyeka was moving actually. And, at some point she said that was her strategy. So she felt, okay, since you're doing this with these people, but she said the Wani Sean situation and not even the Wani X and this situation. So at this point, I believe that Onyeka's name has been cleared to an extent. Now, where do Victoria come in? Because Ebuka didn't um really waste time on the Cassia part. She was just saying he moved to Victoria. How come Victoria was caught in this mess? Okay, before then, Ebuka had asked Wani, what she felt in all of these. Wani was like, well, she didn't really believe the story per se, but then it was just, but Victoria was like, there are so many things Onyeka has said in the house which she did not own up to even outside. Okay, so there was so many things she said in the house, and it wasn't like Cassia invited her, or she just inserted herself in the whole fight situation. She was seated with OC, and Onyeka was just moving her about everywhere saying, hey, you can't call out your friend, you can't talk to your friend. That's Cassia. That Victoria couldn't talk to Kassia. She couldn't do this. She was just saying, if you can't really, if your friend is doing something bad and you can't call them out, you're a coward. Like she was saying it repeatedly, repeatedly. And, of course, we saw they played the clip. And, they were at their dining area when Kassia just called out, Victoria, yeah, come on. That was how Victoria inserted herself into that thing. But Ebuka was trying to find out if Ozzy has anything to do with it, and Victoria was like, it obviously had nothing to do with the whole, got not the main thing, but Ebuka didn't really understand it, and that was why Victoria said, Ebuka, please do not twist my words. Yes, because she was talking about the whole Cassia Victoria Onyeka situation, that Ozzy was not actually, you know in the middle. Like Uzi is not part of that whole situation. Not that the first beef that happened, she didn't explain it like this, but I'm just trying to make you guys understand that that whole altercation that night, Ozzy was not part of it, but she was just seated with Ozzy when Onyeka was ranting and trying to call her coward and all. So she knew she was actually referring to her, but she just kept quiet. Not until Cassia called her and said, "Okay, oh Victoria, you're here. Come and hear." You get so in all of these, I don't even know if I'm going to say this reunion is just centered around Onyeka Wanni, Chinwe Nelly. Like guys, it's just every day, every day, every day. But then I think people I'll just have to watch other people's reaction or check on the TL. Let me see what people are actually saying about Cassia. Because me as a viewer, if let's say I hadn't known her earlier, I wasn't really, you would see that it seems she wasn't really sure. It was just so unsure of what she was saying. Like it wasn't really adding up anyway, but Ebuka left it at that. But then she said the only good thing is that Onyeka did not say that. Like she didn't say she was using Wanni X Handy as a strategy, but the way Kassia said it in the game, it was like Onyeka, verbalized it, like you get guys. So moving on from there, I think another situation that happened in the house was with um that was with Ozzy, Femi, and the whole. You guys remember the night that Femi actually crashed out. The way Ozzy. I think that was when they were head of house, or before they were head of house. I think after they were head of house, and they felt like they were more. They want everybody to like be seeing them as the head. This kind of people that they want everybody to see them as the boss, like the Odogwu or the head and all. At a point, we were like, what is all of this now? Why are you doing okay? Before that, let me come to Mayor Forge and Nelly and Sud. Guys, did you guys believe that Mayor Frosh and Nelly would have really banged if they had gone into a ship? Honestly, I think if they had really gone into a ship, I think the ship would have lasted, because I could see that Mayor Frosh really liked Nelly, like genuinely, or like the situationship she had with Suge. I think this one was more genuine, but because maybe Nelly felt she didn't like, women now, maybe she didn't like him that much and she wanted to go for Suge, or I don't know. I don't know the reason. Or was it because Mayor Froch moved to Ruti? I don't know. I don't know, because even while Ebuka asked Mayor Froch, why the dynamics, because clips were played where Mayor Froch was talking with his partner about the ACs, and they were like, the way the ACs are going, the way they are moving, they seems like they are not real, they are fake and all. So Ebuka had asked them, and Toby Forge was like, because of the way switch, you could ask him question, he wouldn't respond. He would just like give, the Aces were like doing big boy. Then of course we know they are big boys. They are from rich home. They are bigger guys. But then they were really like taking their time. You guys remember at some point we were just calling them the bigger boys. That's Sean, the Aces, and who else that they had in that their clique. I think it was the three of them. They were the dudes apart from the Mbadi ways. So Ebuka had if he had something to do with Nelly, it was Suchi asked and he said no. But Mayor Fresh was like, he really liked Nelly though, but then he wouldn't say if it was Nelly. Nelly was really the reason behind, but they just felt like the dynamics wasn't really flowing. And so Ibuka asked if they've been able to see themselves after the post show now, and they were like, well, he doesn't think they hadn't met like that, like say chill out, sit down and talk. But I think they've made seem to get met at an event or probably a gathering, and you could just say hello, hi. But as per sitting down to like talk, that has not happened. But honestly, I would have preferred Nelly with Mayor Frosh. I don't know why anyway. I don't know why, but then I felt you would have still banged outside. But when Nelly was asked, Nelly was like, because they played the clip where Nelly was like telling him that the way he was moving and all. I think she had issue with him or still staying up late at night to speak with Ruti or something. And Nelly was like, she she wasn't really, or either that she went for what she wanted. Because when Ebuka asked her what does she think it was because of, why was it because Mayor Frosh went to Ruti, and she was like, no, because she wasn't available, he went for the next option. So she felt because she wasn't really giving Mayor the green light. And according to Nelly, Mayor was trying to rush her, and she was like, no. So that tells me, the posted something on the TL about the parrots, what the parrot said. So that parrot's speech was actually Nelly, because Nelly was like, we just got into the house and you're trying to rush me. I'm not really ready for this now. At least let's get to know each other. And she didn't really plan for any relationship, because she was telling Anita then that she doesn't really want to go into anything serious. She was even going to lie to them that she has somebody, because she didn't really want to start playing love in the house and all, just focus on the game. And so she felt the guy was kind of like rushing her. I wasn't giving her the time to, do what she wanted to, like at her own pace. Okay, but surprisingly, I don't even know how that whole thing started with Suge. I guess that was when the Essies and the what are their names, guys? Esses and Nelika. Yes, Esses and Nelika started up, because initially I heard, according to what we heard then, that Suj wanted to go for Anita and Tofa actually liked Nelly, but I don't know how both of them switched, and Tofa went for Anita and Suj went for Nelly, and both of them now I don't even know what's up with them. So Ibuka had asked if that had anything to do with Nelly to Suj, and Suj was like, no. Even when Tufa was asked, Tufa was like, he's not even like it seemed like a surprise to him, because they were just like in the house and everybody was flowing and all. But Suj had attested, and Nelly told him that the guy had talked to her and probably wanted something with her, but maybe her head wasn't really there at that point. Okay, but he doesn't really think it was because of Nelly. Whatever dynamics going on between them was because of Nelly. But of course, you guys know now, you're with the babe that I want. So there is no way the guy is going to be cool with you, or you're with the guy that I want. There is no way the lady is going to be cool with you at the end of the day. That's what I tell people. The heart was what it wants at the end of the day. There are things you don't force. There are things that just happen. It just happens, connections that are being formed genuinely. When I mean genuinely, yeah, not like anybody is using anybody, but it's just a very genuine mutual connection that is formed over time. And some of these connections may have taken it may have taken months, years to form. And but the person outside may not even understand it. So I guess probably she was building up that connection for Suj, because even when I saw a clip today when she was telling Anita, she was like, but she really likes Suj though, but she want to use this thing of, I have somebody outside and I don't want to misbehave and all to like sky him. But at the end of the day, both of them still got together, and though I don't know how it is now with them though. I don't know if they've broken up. I don't know, but I think they are cordial. Yeah, they are cordial. That's Nelly and Suge. they are very cordial. So that's guys, the reunion is, I don't even know if I'm going to say the show was boring. It was not entertaining. The reunion still, I don't know why you don't give people enough time to speak, to elaborate on something, because that Cassia situation, Ebuka would have really, really addressed it. And like, well, though Cassia said she apologized to Onyeka though, yeah, because Onyeka did not really say it directly, like this was what you said, I'm quoting your words, but in her head, people think a lot in your head. Somebody was doing something, and in your head, this is what you're insinuating, this is what you're thinking, that this is what the person is doing, when you don't know, you have no clue, you don't know anything, and that's what you are thinking. Baby cars, we love our cars though, but then in this particular one, I think they've settled it though, because she apologized to Onyeka, but Ebuka just needed to bring it up, because there needed to be some clarity, like a whole lot of clarity, because the whole perception we got. I remember that Sunday Live Eviction, that the question was thrown at her, and she was like, it was using them as strategy. And I guess that was where it also caused some kind of distancing between the twins and the Onyeka. I don't really want people to perceive Kassia as a liar, because I've already seen some things on the TL where people are saying she lied, she did this, but she said it that she has, apologized to Onyeka, because all of those things were in her head. So that is why sometimes when you think, when you're, if you're not sure of something, don't say what you are not sure of. Don't try to be in people's business. Like, don't, because you don't have a clue. You don't know anything about that though. Okay, and I guess Onyeka is a game at the end of the day. So everybody is trying to play their game. Use whatever strategy you can to um get it out there. Okay, so another situation was the whole um well, I love Nelly's conduct in this reunion. In fact, Nelly has always been that chilled, but she will tell you what she wanna say. Okay, about the whole by the way twins and all, because Femi was, in fact, Femi was not even given the opportunity to like speak up, like you guys remember when the day Femi crashed out, and like we all respect you guys in this house, but how come? So Nelly was like, when she became head of house, I think Nelly was head of house twice or something, I can't remember. So one of them, by the way, twins were like, since you became head of house, you don't respect people again, or you don't do this. And she was like, what? And that very day she had to talk. That's what. Why do you always feel this way? In fact, not just them. Ebuka had also asked the twins. That's Handy. It was Handy that was asked at this point. Why? Handy said no. It was not like they were scared of them. No, they can't be scared of anybody. I'm like, guys, when it's in the house, it's different. Now everybody don't come out see say person where you feel say you dey wait person where you feel say na you in big pass you don't see say no level for outside. Like these ones now are making their money cashing out. So on their own, what do you have to tell me? We've got a house, we've got this, we've got what do you want? Oh God, I just say in this life, just be successful. Oh. God, help your children. Honestly, because the audacity, like the way people were talking, you could see that, man, the show has ended. Don't be that thing. What would they do for inside a house? Everybody don't come outside, no in level. So, so nearly Handy was like no, and why she was saying her sister trust Wanni now, her sister to still say no no baby, like scared of who for what? But Nelly was the one who said no. She just felt like probably because they are the Mbadiwe, people know them, a popular name, they are well known in the country, Ozumba Mbadiwe, and people just felt like because they are Mbadiwe, no, they should be scared of them. But even like see, they don't come outside, see say even some of us, even who pass these ones. Oh God, have mercy. If you want to do gara gara, now inside your comfort zone, you dey do gara gara. More if you step out, your head go cool down. Oh my goodness, I was just looking at Nelly talking. I was like, yeah, okay. Can you imagine? They don't size this ones outside because yeah, at the end of the day, there is no way Handy will say she's even though Handy dated one of them, because now energy queens are making their money touring around Africa, doing their DJ things, chasing the bag. So like, what is it? I've got you've got. So what do you want to tell me? Oh God, have mercy. This life, eh? This life is somehow. But did you guys notice that after that, the way Cassia was chilled, honestly, even there was a way Victoria was just looking at Cassia, when she was saying all of that. But though she said she had apologized to him. And one thing I think they caught a lot of things. Oh, okay, okay, I understand. I understand. The parts where they said, oh, what was your truth? I didn't hear it here. Or could it be in another? Okay, I think that particular snippet that they brought, that particular snippet was they were on native attire, but you could see that here. And another thing, I was like, did Suj and Mayor Fresh, I don't know if both of them knew, like, how did they plan it? Because this fluffy wool stuff both of them are putting on, that thing is very costly, very expensive. But I don't know, both of them, did you guys plan to use this thing because it seems the same. It's almost like it's the same outfit, or were they styled by multi choice? I don't know. Was it the multi choice that styled them? Because I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. Okay, so yeah, that was that for that. Okay, and Suj had to like clear himself. Kassia had to clear, but her own wasn't adding up. Then there was another case, guys. There was another case of Chinwe and the Chizoba and Chinde. Honestly, me, I can't really wrap my head around when that happened in the house because even when Nne was talking, Nne was like, who does Chinwe like in the house? Because they were like, if Chinwe doesn't really like you, she's gonna make sure she makes things very difficult for you. Like at the end of the day, if Chinwe does not really like you, like if she doesn't like you, just forget it. And Nne was like, who does she even like in the house? They were like, it's only Zion, no? It's only her partner she likes because who does Chinwe like in the house? And you guys know that Chinwe, this let me not call her a spoiled girl, but looking at her life, she's quite successful, and but guys, that's successful. I don't want to talk about some things here anyway because what Zion said, I'm yet to understand what Zion was saying about her source of wealth and whatever allegedly. So when it comes to the partner, they had to say I think that was when they were HOH. I don't know how what happened. They were supposed to pick something, or they said she made a mistake. That's Chinwe, and you know the she said she wanted to be head of house. Chinwe said she wanted to be head of house. And Nne was like, so because you wanted to be head of house, that was why you wanted to frustrate our reign. Like you wanted to, I think they did lose their wager. I can't remember. It's like they lost their wager during their reign or something. But I think either has to do with one task or wager. And Chizoba was caught in that whole maze, but she just cleared her own name and that was that. Now let's go to the family, guys. Family dynamics. I told you guys that most times I love this reality TV show, though I have other channels where I do other things. It's just that most times this entertainment takes my time because when you do other things you may not have time, okay? And I enjoy it so much. It's something I enjoy. Unlike my other channels, I know, yes, I do those ones, can like post like once in a while, right? One thing I really enjoyed in this season is that it was more of educating for me than entertaining. Like it really revealed to me, I've said it severally, that it really revealed to me that even being family members doesn't really guarantee that one is going to be happy for your win or one is not going to find fault, because even Chinne had to say that family has stepped in and they've not been able to resolve the issue between herself and her aunt. So she doesn't think that issue is going to be resolved in this reunion. And Ebuka was like, so it's going to remain like that. Ebuka said, well, they just hope that one day, that was what he was on before the whole thing. Was it okay? I think the last part was the Cassia's own, but it's just that I just decided to start with Cassia. Because tell me, how come two sisters, or would I say an aunt and a niece, who came on a show, and you guys were supposed to be duo, you guys were supposed to be partners, and you guys are family, the same. This one, Chinne is your dad's younger sister, not like you guys are cousin, and today you guys are enemies. Like Chinne was like settled in the house, though her aunt had attested that it wasn't like she was disrespectful because we know Nne is very respectful, Nne is very intelligent. I don't know how many of you follow her on IG. There is this thing she teaches children on. Honestly, I think when I have time, I'm even going to share it with some of my students. You know, she teaches children how to be a first class student, how to be this. She's very intelligent. And you guys know she graduated with first class. Yeah, she is very intelligent and she's a beautiful young lady. Okay, so I don't know what was it that happened between her aunt and herself in the house, and I think it's still step outside. But allegedly, what we're hearing, like this her perfume oil business is her brand, but it seems her aunt wanted to step in so that there can be this kind of collaboration. And she said no. Even here at the reunion, she was like, do your thing, let me do my thing. I think that's the best. Face your fronts, face your focus, face your own. Don't really pull head into what I'm doing. It's got nothing to do with you. Just face what you're doing and let me face mine. That's what she was saying. Face your own, let me face my own. Everybody do your own thing. Like, auntie, do your own, please. I no put eye. That reminds me, just like my kind of person. Before you see, say I put eye for what you they do. I know they put eye. I'm not interested. Like, allow me to do my own and don't be interested. Don't get involved in what I'm doing. Don't immerse yourself in whatever it is I'm doing. It's none of your business. This is exactly what both of them. And from the look on her aunt's face, I think probably she wants more. Maybe she wants Nne to come apologize to her and say, okay, aunt, let's move on. And Nne doesn't want to do that because to her, I didn't do anything wrong to you. We also that she was very respectful in the house. We saw the way her aunt was bossing her around. Though her aunt said she never bossed her around, even outside, even inside. But we saw the way the aunt was always like, do this, do that. Especially when I think that was when they were head of house, they were preparing for wager or something. Yeah, Nne will bring up ideas. Her aunt will be like, no, he really wanted everything to come from her. Okay, she wanted everything to come from her. But guys, I don't know. They are family. So if family can be this way, so what do you expect? That means expectation from friends should just be zero. Because if families can, it is almost 1 year now. The show, another show will soon start. It's 1 year now. They cannot fix whatever problem it is they are having as family. And Nne is saying, please do your thing. Let me do my thing. Like, please make everybody day in day. Oh, I beg, day your own day. Make me day my own day. As far as say I no call you, I no cross your path. No just they cross my own. Because just leave me. Let me be. No come near me. Omo, dey your own oh, I no call you, just let me be. Yeah, that's exactly what these two are doing, and it's really quite which word do I want to use now, is really quite disappointing. Yeah, because they are actually family. Yeah, they are family, and we don't really expect all of this coming from them as families. If you see the way the whole house were chilled looking at them, they'll be like, family, your family and you guys are doing all of this outside or because of a show. Like, guys, it's not adding up though. It's not adding up. But whatever it is, I just believe that at the right time they might still settle. But in life, everybody mustn't be friends now. I beg, everybody mustn't just do your own day, make I do my own day. That's why so simple. I was telling somebody one day, I said, me, I don't even like staying alone. I like staying in company of people. The person was like, me, just build my house far away. I don't even want people around me. Like, let me do my thing, my privacy. Anything I'm doing it on my own. I don't want people like I would like me, though I do like, like being friends with people, just being around, being cordial though, but that's not does not mean that you have to be in people's business. Even where I work, they know me. I can hardly, like, I'm not in your business unless you call me in. I'm not. I don't care. I don't really put myself in there. So that was it at the reunion. Okay, I don't think there is anything that I've not really talked about here. I guess I've really touched every aspect. Okay, of this reunion. But one thing I would say is that we are still expecting this can be the whole thing. Honestly, if they make it a 2 week thing, I think it's actually going to bang. If they make it a 2 week thing, okay. And now let's look at Ozzy. Okay, I can't really remember what them body weight things were saying, but I think they also tried to clear their name. Like it wasn't like, they were trying to be bossy, or they were trying to act like they are better than everyone else there. But it was just that at that point, that probably that was how people saw them. Yeah, that was how people perceived them, but that was not the actual case. Like I said, just like Kassia was like thinking in her head, you just imagining things in your head. Onyeka is doing this, and in your head, you are thinking that that's what she's doing when that was not the actual case. Because so maybe for them, that was not really what they were doing or were trying to do, but it's just that the way people perceived it and saw them, and it came off as intimidating, or it came off as a lot of people in the house were kind of like scared of them and all that, right? Okay, but Nelly actually said, well, probably because of the Mbadiwe name, Mbadiwe tag. That was just the reason. Anywho, guys, I don't think there is any aspect that I've not really touched. If there's any aspect that I've not touched, please, you guys, let me know in the comment section, okay? Please let me know in the comment section. But Ibuka, we are not happy with all of this, because this thing is not reunioning. Like, how can you guys be giving us 15 minutes of advert, more than 15 minutes of advert, and we barely get like 20 minutes of the main show? Seriously, somebody would just, I saw a comment, somebody said, how can you be in the heat of something and boom, is ended? Because that whole Onyeka Victoria, they didn't really give us the opportunity to talk about this. Guys, they didn't really give us that, they really give them the chance. Probably, I don't know why they are cutting. And I've seen that they edited a lot of things. Yeah, they edited a lot of things. I could see a lot of edits was really went on down in this particular reunion. Probably the ones that could, like, where this lady was saying, I go finger your throat. They removed that one, no. They removed it. They pulled it out. They removed it. Anywho, guys, we have to give accolades to Nelly, to Chinwe, to Wanni X Handy. I think they've really been carrying, to Onyeka, they've really been carrying this union till day one. From day one, Nelly was there. Yesterday too. I guess was Nelly there yesterday. Yesterday was who and who? Onyeka, Wanni. Okay, Nelly was not mentioned yesterday. But from the, I thought I would say Chinwe. This is, people are saying this is Chinwe's reunion, because Chinwe's name has entered from day one, day two, day three. Let's hope for tomorrow's on if she's still gonna be part of it. All right, guys, share your thoughts in the comments. I'll definitely see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, do have a good night rest, and make sure you day your day, just like Nne said, day your day, make I day my day. Don't dey fuck nose for my matter, make I don't fuck nose for your matter. All right, guys. I'll see you, my people, in the next one. Bye.